If you could speak directly to Elon Musk, what would you say?
Fuck off.
That's it.
So let's talk about the two billionaires that I think basically control state government here in Texas.
Reach for my goals, hit it dead center, hit it dead center.
Governor Bill Clinton from Arkansas.
So let's remember Sister Souljah.
Today is going to be my peaceful day.
We're in the diner. Jesse.
Hi, everyone.
I say Jesse.
Oh, good morning.
Jesse, you got you're Jesse in comments and you're Jamie here. I see. I gotta is that? Oh wow, Opal's already here.
Hi,
If
Opal.
only he would stop talking about his non-existent savior. Oh,
Tell
Opal's
me
got
about
a
it.
problem with Tallarica. Opal has trouble with Tallarica talking about Jesus.
You know, though, that's going to appeal to all those Christians that aren't quite sure if they want to go MAGA.
I like Democrats who aren't afraid of Jesus.
The other thing is he calls out the people that are hiding behind the Bible who don't actually believe, because he actually does, and he's going to seminary.
Yeah.
So and it's from what I see from him, it's not the mythical, magical Jesus Christ. It is this is the guy who spoke truth to power, who the empire crucified him, and all of the things that Mom Donnie says, basically, be good to your neighbor and do this and do that. That's what he is. That's what he is. It's not the magical.
He talks about my favorite Jesus. My favorite Jesus is the one that saw all the rabbis ripping off the congregants and turned over their tables and yelled at them. That's the Jesus I like.
Yeah, exactly. Or we can go to the Talladega Nights. I like dear baby Jesus.
Your baby.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Big baby
Oh
Jesus.
God, you reminded me of one of my favorite movie scenes. I'm gonna have to go get that.
I love that.
It is good.
Yeah, the baby.
My kid, when he was when my kid was 3, he used to say, "I'm all jacked up a Mountain Dew," and I don't know where he saw it because we did not watch it around him.
Oh, well, let's get a minute since we're talking about them, because I've got a lot to get into in Texas.
Exactly. Yes, Opal.
The San Antonio rodeo's going on today, and I got a bunch of great rodeo footage, including some cowgirls y'all like. But let's start with a little serious here. The actual debate. I just clipped the portions of their opening statements, Crockett and Tallarico, that show sort of their basic theme of their stump speeches here, just to get a sense of what's going on.
We're living in a time in which systems are clearly rigged against us. And I am here to tell you that while the system has been fighting me, I have been fighting them back. So whether we are talking about as a public defender, as a state representative, or as a U.S. Congresswoman, I am here to fight the system that is holding so many of us down.
That the real fight in this country is not left versus right, it's top versus bottom.
Yes.
We will not win this race in November with the same old politics of division. Billionaires want us looking left and right at each other, so we're not looking up at them.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of sums up where their main pitch.
Well, and I think Crockett. I want to call him Crockett and Tubbs all the time. But anyway, old times. Tallarico. He doesn't take PAC money, or I don't think he's taking any PAC money.
Oh, that's a big issue in Texas with the influencers, the TikTok. By the way, I've got some stuff here later. I mean, the TikTok, they are really using TikTok. These two campaigns are using TikTok like I've seen it done a lot in politics, but they are almost centering their campaign messaging on TikTok. But anyhow, there's a lot of that on there.
And I think she's taking APAC money, which, that's kind of a no-no now, because Dems, okay, so Schumer and Jeffries take APAC money, and they are trying to block the War Powers resolution that Massey and Khanna have put up to make Trump come to Congress if he wants to attack Iran. And you've got Democrats fighting it, but they're taking AIPAC money. And it's like, come on, this has got Netanyahu all over it. So who are you working for?
Yeah. And now let's get on over to the rodeo for a minute, see what they're doing. The San Antonio rodeo, are you familiar with it, Blue? Did you ever go to it?
I am a vegetarian and an anti-rodeo, anti-bullfighting.
You're anti-Google.
I'm one of those. I have been invited to rodeos and I said no thank you. I didn't say anything more than that, but I said no thank you.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it gets about, I think, over a week's time or so, something like that. It gets like 1 million. No,
oh,
2
yeah,
million.
it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And there's one in Fort Worth that's huge.
And so far, and this, I think, it shows a difference in their campaign. So far, only Tallarico has gone to the San Antonio rodeo. So I think there's still some time. It goes on until sometime in early March, and so she's still got time to get there. But anyway, here's what's going on. This is live. I think this is live rodeo right here. They're just looking at the cows. There you go, Blue. There you some cows to look at.
Aww. Don't eat me.
Let's see, that's in one their website. They have live cameras on all different places, and they have some video. Here's the cowgirls. They got lots of cowgirls at the rodeo.
I'm most excited for What Was I Thinking by Dirksen. Somewhere on a beach.
I am looking forward to Drunk on a Plane. I love that song.
Free and easy.
They got a lot of concerts. Hank Williams Jr. is going to be there and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
I can't watch radio without thinking of Garth Brooks' Beaches of Cheyenne.
Yeah. It's a big deal. It's Coachella.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
That's what they call it.
I mean, I can't remember what campaign I was covering, but I remember. I know it was Ann Richards' race, and I think it was when she was running against Clady. Remember Clady, the billionaire?
Yeah, I remember Clayton. Yeah, he said that if a man was attacking you to lay back and enjoy it.
Yeah.
That
man had so much
piece of poop.
Yeah, she beat him in that race. She beat him pretty bad too, because he spent an ungodly one by today's standards, probably not. Wouldn't seem like that much, but he spent so much money. Oh, there's Jack. Hey, Jack.
Hey.
We're at the rodeo.
Yeah. We could use Molly Ivins along about now.
Yeah.
Talking about Texas politicians, I saw a great documentary on PBS last night about Barbara Jordan.
Oh, really?
Oh, God, I forgot.
And
her, yeah.
Craig, I think you need to find her opening statement on the Nixon impeachment.
Oh, that's right. You're right. They had a
little bit of it, and I'm saying that's what we need, that one.
Yep. You're right. I'll definitely make a note to go after that.
Incredibly smart woman.
And but here's now here is Tallarico. Is this it? Yeah, this is Tallarico at the fair. I mean the rodeo.
Yeah.
But Crockett has not gone to the rodeo. I think that's a mistake. She's still got time to go.
Yeah.
Looks good in jeans too.
Yeah. Well, and I just watched a couple of videos. He's done a couple of Joe Rogans lately. I mean, the guy's reaching out. I don't know where this one's going.
I saw okay.
I just realized Jamie's actually in her studio. I wasn't noticing. She's got her studio open today.
Yeah, I decided to come in with my bare face for a change.
But here's something good to see here. I love this. Republicans are freaking out. That's the headline right now, at least an hour ago on Politico. Republicans are freaking out over Texas Senate race.
That's what I said. What was it, last week when
you sure did? Yeah.
They wouldn't let what's his name put him on CBS late night.
Yep.
Yeah, that gave him a boost.
It did. It gave more people saw it on the internet, on the YouTube, than any place else. So
the article goes on to say that
learn that banning things gets it noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, everybody's waiting to see if Trump weighs in or not in a heavy way on with Paxton. What he could put Paxton over the top, I guess, possibly. I don't know, but Trump has been fairly quiet about it. Paxton is running against, of course, the incumbent senator.
I was going to say either way. I mean, Cornyn will do whatever he wants to. So Trump wins either way if it's one of them. God forbid in November. But
yeah. Well, I think basically is for the Democrats. I think they're better off with Paxton in there because I don't think they can possibly beat the other guy.
Well, and the Republicans want Crockett. They think they're better off with Crockett. So Republicans are rooting for Crockett, and Democrats are rooting for Paxton in the primary, which is March 3rd, by the way.
Cornyn almost lost the race against a Democrat, and her name was H.J. Hager, I think her name was. I can't remember. Something like that. She was phenomenal. She was in military. She was great in the debate. She ran a great campaign, and then all of a sudden, right at the end, just a ton of money went pouring into Cornyn's campaign.
Yeah,
just a ton.
And that'll happen again.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Crockett and Tallarico, they're running very different races, but in each case, I think they're running effective campaigns. I mean, that are tailored to who they are. And what I pulled this thing, I saw that I'd been noticing this, but this guy at one of the political reporters in Texas talks here about TikTok, how they're using TikTok.
Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett has built a following of more than 2.4 million on TikTok, making her one of the most followed members of Congress. State Representative James Tallarico isn't far behind with more than 1.6 million. Their styles are different. Crockett is sharp and confrontational. Her most viewed video is a 5-second swipe at Elon Musk.
If you could speak directly to Elon Musk, what would you say?
Tallarico, who is studying to be a minister, posts longer sermon-like videos.
The biggest divide in our country is not left versus right. It's top versus bottom.
His top post is more than a minute and casts inequality as a moral crisis. But the fight isn't just between them. It's also unfolding among a growing ecosystem of political influencers. TikTok creators have amplified accusations, feuded publicly, and at times driven the race's biggest controversies. For many Democratic voters, especially younger ones, social media is their main source of political news. The question now is, can viral fame translate into real votes in a state where Democrats haven't won a Senate seat in more than 30 years?
Hey, Howard Mortman, Extreme Mortman of C-SPAN is somewhere. Are you in here? Did I click your button?
He's not here.
You there, Howard?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I thought I saw him. I thought I clicked his button. Oh, it says device not connected. Now you'd think C-SPAN would be able to figure that out. Anyway, he's coming into. You guys remember? We're going to talk about Sister Souljah for you.
Oh wow!
Hey,
but
I posted on the website before I forget. Katie, you know the Dropkick Murphys are coming to town.
Yes, I know. I am going.
Are
Good for you.
Yep.
Now Howard. Oh, it still says Howard is not connected. He's having connection trouble. Anyway, we'll see if he gets here sooner or later.
If we're going to do Sister Souljah, are we also going to do the basket of deplorables?
Yeah, that would be another moment in history.
How to put your foot in it in a big way.
All right, now he's trying again. Let's see if he got in this time. It still says device not connected. Now, why in the world is that happening? It's always something, isn't it? Anyway, see if he keeps trying. I'll send him a note, tell him, see if, he must be using the right link because he's getting here. It's just it's not working. Huh. Dropkick Murphys, what's that?
That's a great band.
They're a band from Boston.
Yeah.
That are very. Oh God, yes.
Are they Irish or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boston Irish.
Huh.
They're fighting.
Yeah, pull them up on YouTube. You'll like them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in fact, I put they've got a really great video they did for Veterans Day, where they went over to Ukraine, and they've got shots of the Ukrainian soldiers acting goofy, and it just and then across the screen there's a big old.
There we've got a message from Howard
of a finger flipping.
Oh, there he is. Oh, has he commented? Let's see.
He's in the comment section.
Oh,
he's in private chat. I'm
trying.
Right.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
God ain't done with me yet. Okay.
It says you've got to connect your cam and mic.
Yeah,
that's what it says. I don't know why. Oh, there he is.
Oh, all right.
There you are.
Yay, you did it.
See, I told you the last time you were here, YouTube, when I put Extreme Mortman in the comment to give people the link to it, it said YouTube called it spam. So see, you're on the YouTube spam list. So you had to break through the logjam there.
Exactly. I punched my way through like the Kool-Aid guy coming through the wall.
There you go.
Hello, Jack. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Katie. Hello.
I just got to, before we get to other stuff, Howard. I just was determined to when you came on. I wanted to show this that I found. I don't know if you remember or not. Let me find. I got to find the place where I. Oh, here it is. And well, now why isn't it there? Oh, I didn't add it. Okay, now I've added it. Oh, I have to it says I have to remove other media streams before I can add. I guess I've got too many on here now. All right, here it is. There. Now, is that it?
Yeah, you got TikTok still up.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, what do I have still up? Oh,
It's just a blank screen.
Yeah. But it's still up there hanging in.
It is? Oh yeah, you're right. That shouldn't be there. This over here is there. And then we got
so this is what people show up and sit in the background just to watch us do this, right?
Yeah. We actually get more viewers for our technical accidents than it's kind of like how people show up to
watch car wrecks.
Yeah.
See now I can get Tallarico on there.
Okay, now they're all gone.
Who's gone?
Everything you had up there.
Oh,
you can put something new.
Maybe that. Now there he is. Okay, Howard.
Oh,
you there still?
Oh.
Now Howard wrote a book about rabbis go to Congress or something. What was it?
When rabbis bless Congress, the great American story of Jewish prayers on Capitol Hill.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was a cool idea. It was a very cool idea. And
as Craig Crawford would say, "What's going on with that?"
Yeah,
what's happening with that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Well, anyway, I've got this on here for a very specific reason, because you got interviewed here by one of my favorite humans on the planet. Here he is.
Howard Mortman, when did you get the idea of writing a book about rabbis giving prayers to the Congress?
So that's a great question, Brian. The idea, it was slow in developing. Around 6 years ago, I began very much interested in the concept in general of prayers opening each session of Congress. Where I work at C-SPAN, therefore I watch a lot of C-SPAN, therefore I watch a lot of Congress. And the opening prayer in both the House and the Senate, for some reason, just really captured my imagination. It looks like nothing else that happens each day in Congress. It might be an empty chamber, but the messaging is so different and so global and universal, like nothing else you hear in Congress on a given day. So I've always been interested in the prayer as a congressional institution. Being Jewish, I have to say at the very beginning.
I want to hear more, Brian.
I know.
Affordable credit helps us make ends meet.
Now, when did
the
C-SPAN
Durbin Marshall
start doing
credit card
ads,
mandates
by
could
the
hurt
way?
our families.
Oh.
Secure transactions, fraud prevention,
We're doing ads a lot now.
We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I'm like you. I want to have more. I want to hear more, Brian. But Craig, I have to tell you, my opening comment of "that's a good question" was actually an homage to Brian Lamb, who hates people saying that. And
is that right?
Yeah, he says when he does an interview and people say that's a good question, he hates that. So that's why I did that, just to have a little fun with that.
I don't know if David and I have this running gag because I ask a lot of questions and all the time, and usually questions that he can't answer about stuff. And his response whenever I ask an annoying question that he doesn't want to answer or can't answer, he says, "That's a good question."
Well, Craig Crawford came up with a line that I continue. By the way, thank you, Craig, for wearing the yarmulke. I didn't realize we were going to be talking about rabbis today, but
this is it.
That's a very impressive yarmulke. Craig came up with a line that I have used with Brian many times. This is a Craig Crawford line of the classic Brian Lamb question is, "Where'd you go to high school?" And always got a kick out of that. I've actually altered that. When I've had some authors on my podcast, and I kind of take it a step further. I always say, "This is a great book. Let me ask you about the book," and they say, "Great." And then I say, "What's your ISBN number?" And it always nobody knows it. It always stumps them. So it's so I intend to keep doing that.
Yeah, I didn't know those. I didn't know those existed until I wrote. Oh, Mudbutters is here. Mudbutters is in Virginia. Granola Squad, what's up? Well, that's, I don't mind that label, calling us the Granola Squad. That's cool, particularly for somebody who calls himself Mudbutters.
Right.
I tell you what, granola just doesn't go with that pork loin I've got roasting in the oven.
Oh, Maryland. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Maryland, Mudbutters. Dang it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, somewhere over there.
Not Virginia. But today is Howard's second visit on a Thursday. So now we're going to invite him every Thursday.
Every Thursday, yes.
Every Thursday, whether he comes or not, we'll pretend he's here. And we're going to call it Throwback Thursday.
There you go.
Now, I want to ask, I'm sure how does everyone remember Sister Souljah? Do you remember Sister Souljah?
Yes, from my childhood. I remember it. I think I was about 8 or 9. So
I kind of remember the politics of it.
Yeah. Well, I've been kind of interested in, we were just talking about Crockett and Tallarico, and race has become an issue in that primary in an unfortunate way. But anyhow, go ahead and set up what you've done here, because Jesse Jackson's death prompted you Howard, to do what you've done in today's Extreme Mortman, which comes out on Thursdays.
Right.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
See
So
how the dots connect.
Yeah, actually, the perfect time. So Jesse Jackson dies, as you all know, a couple days ago, and I normally with my podcast, there's a long runway. Like I plan these ahead of time, and I kind of know weeks ahead what's going to run. But with Jesse Jackson, had such an immense influence on politics for decades. And there's so much material about him and with him. I did want to rush into production, a podcast production, a Jesse Jackson themed podcast. Now, this, because it's such a broad topic, for me, it's easier for me to do a podcast when I really narrow it down to something that's manageable, a manageable topic. And there's with him so many different topics. I loved and remembered the Sister Souljah incident. Craig, I'm going to turn over to you to explain Sister Souljah to everybody, or play the video with everybody. Yeah.
Well, you did this nice promo here for your podcast, and I remember it. This promo reminded me of just how deliberate Clinton was about this, and this was at a point early in the '92 campaign when Clinton was really trying to emphasize to swing voters and even some Republicans that he was not a McGovern liberal, which is what the problem the party had, which is similar to problems the party has often. But anyway, and one of the ways he did it, other than he talked about abortion being something that should be safe, legal, and rare. He talked about the era of big government is over. He had a lot of pitches to try to get moderate voters in that campaign. And one way he used this Sister Souljah. Sister Souljah had said something that was offensive to people. She was a rap artist at the time, and he attacked her. But I didn't realize, Howard, until I saw this promo you just did, that he did it at this event with Jesse Jackson, which is what caused. So I'll just play this, and then we can all get into discussion about
Nominee for the President of the United States of America, Governor Bill Clinton from Arkansas.
You had a rap singer here last night named Sister Souljah. I defend her right to express herself through music. But her comments before and after Los Angeles were filled with the kind of hatred that you do not honor today and tonight.
Jesse Jackson is dead, so let's remember Sister Souljah.
I know she is a young person, but she has a big influence on a lot of people.
Bill Clinton was unfamiliar with me, my development and work, musical and otherwise. He chose to comment without any investigation whatsoever based on an interview in an ultra-conservative newspaper, the Washington Post.
Rapper gets rap, says she's misquoted. Critics call Clinton out of tune. Clinton remark risks standing with Jackson. We're talking about Sister Souljah.
One of your guests here, Sister Souljah, who's got a lot of influence over young people, made the following remarks in the middle of the Los Angeles riot, and then I quoted her remarks.
Governor Clinton directly responded to remarks reported by the Washington Post.
Now, this was a key moment. I remember this from covering the race, that he was trying to get, this is Bob Byrd of West Virginia, he was trying to get his support endorsement. And I think one reason he did this Sister Souljah thing was to get this speech from Byrd right here.
In a recent interview with Sister Souljah, a currently popular in some quarters, of course, rap singer.
Or Sister Souljah, who recommends that one group of Americans take time out from killing themselves and kill another group of Americans.
Congratulate Governor Clinton for his courage in speaking the minds of millions.
This was an interview in the Washington Post a month before the conference. And when I saw it and became alarmed, I didn't just talk about it. I went to meet with her about it because I thought that was the adult and mature thing to do.
Even our current president in 1992 used Sister Souljah in his bid to become president.
The relentless passion of Jesse Louis Jackson.
What is a Sister Souljah moment, and what does it have to do with Jesse Jackson and Bill Clinton? Find out in the latest episode of C-SPAN's podcast, Extreme Mortman. Find Extreme Mortman wherever you get podcasts. Extreme Mortman!
Donald Trump.
So
we had, that's a great memory. I mean, Sister Souljah moment is part of the lexicon now.
This, Craig, I would tell you this. By the way, I just learned from you. I did not know the Robert Byrd endorsement part of the story. That's you just taught me something, which is fabulous. And there's so many. There's, as a political junkie, political historian, and without, we don't care. C-SPAN, we don't care who wins or loses. I just love this stuff and the memories. There are so many characters doing miserable things back in the early 90s. There's no winners and out of this. A couple things, Craig, you're right. This was premeditated. And the Clinton team said they did this intentionally at Jesse Jackson's conference. It kind of
that's the part I did not remember, that they did that at Jesse conference in front of Jesse Jackson. I did not remember that part.
Well,
so I mean,
Jackson, when he didn't go wholeheartedly in support of Dukakis, totally isolated himself over there in that wing of the party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
which just basically shows you at the time. I remember the Democrats were just totally desperate to win.
Yeah.
And that made it fairly safe for Bill Clinton to do that. And, I am rather surprised he did it in front of Jesse Jackson, but that's almost a big old fuck you to him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The thing, Jack, you're absolutely right. And in fact, the thing is, like, if you look back, there's so many elements to this, which is why I love the story. One of which is, you're right, is a completely symbolic thing that it did. There's no issues, there's no legislation, there's no policy. This is like, it's almost like a modern era kind of, made for cable kind of, 3-day storm of anger, and then you move on. But this was like that kind of phenomena at the time, where we didn't know what it was like to make up an issue out of nothing. I don't say nothing is a real issue, but just out of a rap singer doing this at his location. And the Bob Byrd stuff was great. I mean, Bob Byrd was, he was on the right side of history in his mind in this issue, but yet he, of course, was in the Ku Klux Klan. He was it was like Magnificent Cyclops or whatever his title was in the Klan, talking about.
He actually had a title in the Klan.
Yeah, I think it's something Cyclops, like Temperamental Cyclops or Grand Cyclops was his title in the Klan.
Temperamental Cyclops. Temperamental
it was something like that, frostbitten.
Remember,
Cyclops.
it's the Klan. So
no, exactly. So, anyways, this is a long time ago. I mean, he since dismissed that, but and then you have Jesse Jackson's son, a congressman, who then went to jail for a couple years. Yeah, and then at the end, you have, at top of all that, Jackson introduces Donald Trump at a conference of Wall Street CEOs in 1999, where he had to pay like $500,000 to Jesse Jackson's organizations to get access to this inner circle. And it's like Bonfire of the Vanities, just like where there's no real heroes in any of this, and everybody is just doing miserable things all day. So I as a political junkie, I loved it, and this gave me the opportunity just to revisit that, and it was just a heck of a lot of fun to pull together.
And you got the whole audio podcast on. I put the link on here.
So thank you, Craig.
You need a shorter link. That's a long link.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
You had to shorten them.
Craig, it's a sub-page, okay? It's a sub-page.
I can tell you, I've learned how on Trail Mix. I've learned there's a plugin called Redirect, and you can do short links. Like I've got one just called trailmix.cc/chat. That goes to a long link. Anyway, that's
I like. By the way, I like having a question mark in my link. I think that that really adds to the mystery of what I'm doing.
Mystery of it all. Yeah.
So again, the podcast is an audio podcast where we just strip the video. The video that you showed, I just put that together as a promo for it. But if you really want to have the fun of hearing all Sister Souljah 3 minutes, it's amazing to hear her talk. And she was. I'll be honest with you, she spoke really well. I didn't realize that she had such a strong, effective speech before, and she had the goods on Clinton before Google. Like she knew what she was talking about. It's definitely not that it's necessarily important to listen to my podcast, but listen to that if you want to just hear some really interesting sound coming out of that.
And
I
then
thought the interesting thing about Sister Souljah was on the video clip you played there was she almost played into what Clinton was doing because she came across very black.
Jack, you know what? It's so yeah. I mean, there's a lot wrapped into that whole. This was during the LA riots. This happened. David Duke was on the scene. Right, all those issues were at play at this very moment right there. So yeah.
Had Clinton started putting together his moderate black coalition yet? Because he did that later.
This episode happens in June 1992. Next up in that story is that Jesse Jackson goes to the convention a month later and is the featured African American speaker there and endorses Bill Clinton and makes a big speech about him. So I think this predates. You're talking about like the Ron Brown.
And Ron Brown was one that Jack's talking about, and Vernon Jordan was the one who put it all together. Vernon Jordan was in charge of what Jack's talking about. Vernon Johnson, the Atlanta lawyer.
I do know my congressman up in Kansas City, Emmanuel Cleaver, ended up kind of getting elected through that process.
I don't remember that history. That's interesting. Yeah, okay, interesting. So that's it. I urge you. I have to go shortly, Craig, but I urge you all to take a listen. Jack, Jamie, Katie, everybody. I'm so glad to be part of this. Next time I will wear the cowboy hat.
And I don't know if you noticed, but the other tradition for our Throwback Thursdays with Extreme Morton is monk jazz. I'm playing the monk jazz for Howard. This is our fusion of monk chanting with jazz. There we go.
Thank everybody.
All right.
All right. See you later.
Take care.
Oh, Howard. Thanks for
Greg, I'm trying to find you Peter Marshall for quotes about the namby-pamby Jesus.
Oh.
Do you recognize the name? He was chaplain of the Senate during World War II. And he had a great sermon about I put up part of it on the website. You can go take a look, but I'm trying to find the film clip of Richard Todd playing Peter Marshall with that speech, because it really is wonderful.
You never fail to introduce something I never heard of that is interesting.
Okay, the movie you want is A Man Called Peter, starring Richard Todd, and the person was Peter Marshall, chaplain of the Senate during World War II, and the quote is from his sermon about the namby-pamby Jesus.
And that's, you put that on Trail Mix? I'm not seeing it.
I put part of the speech up there. I'll see if I can't find the movie bit.
Getting back to Mortman there, and for those who want to check that out, he's got a lot of these podcasts. And then what else were we going to talk about today? Oh, I know I had something here to put up.
We were getting quotes about the petty cruelty and cruelty being the message.
Yeah. I'm trying to remove stuff from the stage. When I start wandering around here trying to find things, y'all can continue the conversation until until I resurface. I don't know
Well,
why.
apparently, courtesy of the State of the Union, members of the Supreme Court are now getting threatened.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of that.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I was looking for. Is this morning a friend in Florida sent this to me. I had signed it myself. I had said before that I'm sorry to say I went to the same law school as Pam Bondi. Anyway, not me, but somebody else started a signature drive, and so 400 of us ended up signing it. So, and this was in the Tampa Times this morning on their front page, actually. Bondi denounced by, and so I don't.
Can we take away her honorary degree as well?
That's the thing I'm still working on. Yep. Yep. Can't take away her real degree, but could at least take away the honorary. I don't know how, since she already had a degree. I don't know.
Is a lawyer who can't lawyer, and now we have a proposed doctor who isn't a doctor.
Yeah.
You talk about ship of fools and a board of incompetence with Trump.
Yeah, here's something else I was going to show y'all today. I thought you'd find funny. Remember when we had the red hat ladies singing "Hit the Road Ice"? This guy. This is last night. It says 6 minutes ago, but anyway, this is so weird. This comment. Stalin be so proud of his granddaughters. Red is symbolic of authority. Trump red MAGA.
Oh dear Lord.
Equals China. Red knit hats. Marxist. So I don't know if you can see my response. I wrote back to him.
Yeah.
Is Santa Claus Marxist or Chinese? I just love tangling with these people.
The thing talking about China is just starting to impress the hell out of me with the way they have taken to capitalism.
Oh,
they
went through a spell of that before this guy that's now the leader came along. They were heading in that direction, and then he took them back toward Marxism, and so I wasn't aware though. You're saying that they're heading.
Well, it's like when they had they're kind of organized by the state to go in a certain direction. Let's say like electric cars. And boy, they pull the money together and they start developing this stuff. And next thing you know, you got 4 or 5 companies just beating each other over the head and driving down the prices of stuff. And their ability to, if China could get their system better organized, where they were more creative, they'd own the world.
Yeah,
those guys over there in China, man, they make our entrepreneurs look like kids.
I mean, and we call it, over here and it was one of the things I liked about the Biden administration, which was not very well, is he brought back what we call it here industrial policy, which is what you're saying is government kickstarts industries or bails out, industries in trouble, and it makes for new companies. It creates jobs, and he did that with batteries. He did that with chips. Biden he brought back industrial policy, and Trump's just about ripped it all up what he had accomplished there. But
well, Trump's good at going bankrupt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Hillary is testifying right now.
Yeah. I mean,
and I'm hoping
those idiots.
I'm hoping between her and Bill, they take that man down.
Well,
I really hope it.
It was it turned out to be really bad timing because this was not the day they needed to keep Epstein in the news.
No.
Because Trump's on the run on that accuser story. That story has gotten legs now. New York Times.
Oh, it's got it big time. It's all over the place.
And we were on it. We were 3 or 4 days ahead of everybody on that one.
And the next one has to be Sasha Riley. Has to be.
Now, what is that story? Who is Sasha Riley? What is that story?
Sasha Riley was in foster care, and his foster father is who trafficked him. But he was trafficked to Epstein, and he talks about being involved in snuff films where
really
he was forced to have sex with a girl, and at the end they would kill her.
Good God.
And he said there was two girls that happened to that he knew of because he was there. And,
I mean, one thing that protects these people is apparently their behavior was so horrible that we don't really want to even talk about it, you know?
Well, right. But I hate to say it. Bringing light to this brings light to more types of abuse and things that people didn't believe actually happened.
Yeah.
Because there's not solid evidence. But then again, you know, you look at, I hate to say it, I hate R. Kelly and I hate Bill Cosby for what they did. And both of them were convicted, no problem, without any real physical evidence. Just based on testimony. So, why can't we get that? And why can't Trump be disposed?
Oh, you mean deposed?
Deposed. I'm sorry.
Disposed.
I'm getting a cold and my nose is running, so I'm sorry.
I'm all for disposed as well. I got some live
slips as they go.
Yeah. Here's some live shots of the San Antonio rodeo right here in the background. I want to go. Once I realized it, I bet. Did you ever go to the San Antonio rodeo? Anybody ever go to that? It's great. I went one time. See, we had rodeo in Kissimmee in Orlando, Silver Spurs rodeo, and as a kid we went all the time.
Yeah, isn't it? It's kind of the equivalent of the state fair in Iowa, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty close. I mean, it's even. I'd say even bigger.
Reaching broad bunch of people.
Yeah, because it's Texas, it's even bigger. But yeah.
Well, you get local coverage.
Yeah.
You know. They have cameramen following around and stuff.
We don't usually have that kind of stuff up here. Except for the Minnesota State Fair. We're the second largest state fair in the country.
Here they march the cows right down the middle of San Antonio to start rodeo. They got everybody. It's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think every rural state out there has some version of that, whether it's the state fair or that celebrates local agriculture.
And when it comes to bull riders, these guys are crazy.
We got no fear, no doubt, all in balls out. We're going up tonight to kick out every light, take anything we want, drink everything in sight. We're going till the world stops.
I mean, that's just crazy.
I knew some people that did it.
Did you?
Yeah, they had. Well, one of them got kicked in the side of the head and lost his eyesight.
Well, you know, I noticed nowadays, I don't know when this started, but nowadays they actually wear helmets.
Yeah.
You know, like motorcycle helmets, basically.
Now this is
looks weird.
Back in the day when only Sissy did that.
Yeah, exactly. Because it looks. It looks better when they're wearing cowboy hats, but
yeah.
And then another thing I was into was I've got more Snow Dog videos. I love this guy.
that
looks like
that kind of reminded me. I had a dog that was part Chow, and she just loved cold weather.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like she would go out, make me let her out, 3:00 in the morning, and she wouldn't come back in. It'd be like 10 degrees out. And I finally said, well, if you like it, you go back to bed. I wasn't about to go out there and chase her in the cold weather.
Let's see, we can't wind up without a look at Pat D's lead cartoon of the day. We gotta get that on here. Let's see now where.
I put up the beaches of Cheyenne for all those bull riders who get kicked in the head.
There's Trump, Pat D's cartoon this morning. Trump with all in the swamp says, instead of draining the swamp, I decided to turn it into my own personal hot tub. You got real estate deals, Epstein, crypto billions, everything on here.
Yesterday. Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, nothing. Just with yesterday between JD Vance and Dr. Oz, I was just done.
And Colbert, Pat D caught. I always love how she gets the late night talk shows going, and she caught this with that. This is how you know a story's broken through the windows to reach the general public.
This morning about documents missing from the Epstein files, including interviews with a woman who leveled accusations against Donald Trump. More than 50 pages of documents related to the allegation are missing from the DOJ's public database of Epstein files.
We here at the Department of Justice have a perfectly sound explanation for the missing Epstein files. A dog ate them. Yes, the DOJ was infiltrated by a DOG, and this very bad boy seemed to only have an appetite for documents that mention the president. In fact, he redacted so many of them with his mouth that he nearly
choked like a dog.
To be clear, no one has found evidence that the DOJ paid the dog to eat the Epstein files, or this goat, or this monkey, or this full-time employee at the Department of Justice. Point is, the DOJ didn't bury anything, so stop smearing our reputation. The DOJ's Epstein files, now available in bacon flavor.
Oh dear. Just, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen anymore. So, but I see reports people are asking if we can withhold our federal income tax now. So,
that sovereign, they call it the sovereign fund, is a really interesting idea that I had something on it here, as a matter of fact. This is a little detail on it. It really is very interesting. I had never heard it before. I'll tell you who's pushing this is George Conway, I think, where I've heard. But the idea is that blue states act as ATM. So, blue states are paying 60% of the taxes and getting only 53% back. So the idea is governors can open a state escrow account, and then the citizens of that state can pay their federal taxes to that state escrow account, and the state holds it until Washington does whatever the state wants. I mean, it sounds bizarre, but there are real people, serious people with legal education who say it's doable. It's worth trying. I don't know.
Well, I hope Walls does something.
I don't think it'll work.
But you know what? We got to apply the Trump philosophy. Even if it's not going to work, he files lawsuits. He knows he's going to lose all the time. He signs executive orders that are illegal, and
he has millionaires who are donating
I think we got to get that idea.
His legal fund.
I mean, some governor, Pritzker or somebody, ought to just go ahead and try this.
Yeah, but it's the people who don't pay their taxes that will end up in jail.
Well, no, the lawyers say that protects them. The state that actually protects the individuals who pay to this tax. It protects them. Is the theory? I don't know.
I'll let you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I figured this out real quick. The IRS doesn't tolerate any of that bullshit. You know, remember when the right wingers were sitting there pretending, putting money, saying they didn't owe taxes or it was illegal or whatever? You know, people went to jail.
Yeah, that whole sovereign citizen movement.
Yeah.
Oh, also, there was a 56-year-old man in Buffalo, New York, that died after being in ICE custody.
Yeah, they basically, he was blind.
Yep.
Kicked him out in the cold.
They had no basis to deport him.
Didn't tell anybody where he was at.
No.
And you know, and he died. Yep. I mean, that's just, you know, whoever made that decision should be up for murder.
Huh.
I mean, I don't think there's any, you know.
It's.
Yeah, it may have been natural causes, but you don't dump someone who doesn't speak the language and is virtually blind out on the, you know, just drop him off at a coffee shop and say, here.
5 miles from his home.
5 miles from his home.
Find your way home.
That was deliberate on whoever made the decision.
Oh,
not to release him back.
They had to release
back to
it.
his home. To just dump him out on the street. And like I say, I'm not for sure what the charge would be, but it's definitely murder.
You know, I'm concerned about something right now, and I was already concerned, and then I saw on CNN, I haven't looked them up yet, Harry Anton, their polling guy on CNN, brought up some polls this morning that asked people who they trust more on immigration, and Republicans still lead on that. And that bothers me, you know, and I've been worried for a while about being careful to make the distinction to talk about what we're talking about, the actual tactics of ICE and the overreaching and the unconstitutional and deadly behavior of ICE, and not let them paint us as totally anti-border enforcement, you know, and that's where they're going to try to go for the midterms, is to take this to that place where they got to on the police. You know, they tagged us with defund the police, and that stuck with people, and that's I don't know how we guard against that, but it's got to be it's a concern as the messaging goes forward on this to avoid that.
Now, maggots aren't all that good on Newmans.
Go back to the border.
What's that?
Send the border patrol back to the border.
Yeah.
You want a phrase that'll stick.
Yeah.
That's where they belong. They don't belong out here in the middle of the heartland. And that's and I think, and the other thing is that they have to give due process.
And they're not doing that.
Of course, the problem is if you use the term due process, everybody's eyes glaze over.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
It is. I hate saying it. It is kind of a boring word. Like they need something more climactic.
Yeah, I really think it's a trap. Got to avoid the trap of that we're against ICE altogether. We're against the mission of ICE. And we've discussed it.
ICE has put itself in a position where most people really would agree with us.
I know, which is why that that new polling is bothering me. That when you put it in the terms of they might not like ICE, but they still think Republicans are the better choice for defending the border and illegal immigration.
Well, that's because the Democrats haven't come up with an idea about it.
Yeah, they haven't really put out a plan for it on how to reform it or just get rid of it.
You know, there is no democratic solution to the border. Part of it is I don't think the Democrats even know what they want to do.
No.
We'll have to wait until the election.
Well, we've got
Or at least
some
before that,
leaders out there that need to get off their butt and lead.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to see one of these kick-ass governors like Newsom or somebody just threaten to escrow federal taxes. I like that idea.
Well, the only reason, obviously, Minnesota's talking about doing it is because ICE won't leave our state, but also now all of our Medicare is being held.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Minnesota might have the best argument for doing it. That's true.
And it's still so heavy. I have nothing new to report about because ICE is just still here, and they're everywhere. Oh God, everywhere.
Yeah, I've been watching I've got your local news on my browser. I check into their coverage, and they're all reporting that ICE is still there. Yeah.
Are the protesters still protesting?
Oh hell yes.
Yeah.
We will keep going and keep fighting and keep doing what we've been doing for the last 3 months until ICE is either gone or something is done.
Yeah.
You know, don't piss on our back and tell us it's raining, because that's what they're doing.
Well, that's our hour. I'm going to end up with some cowgirls.
Well, I've got my oven beeping at me, so I better get in there and see if my meat's cooked or not. So you all take care.
See you all later.
All right.
Bye.
See you on the trail. So long.
Bye, everybody.
Trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Bullseye, hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the most vision. Trendsetter told them before, but they don't listen. Better, bring a better bad because I'm bigger, better. Solo, single, selling several shows at every single second. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, kinda came and crushed the
Okay, I'm Lady Mau Mau, Craig's built-in emergency brake. If this wasn't enough for you, sign up for the newsletter. It's free, it's thoughtful, and it occasionally makes sense.